Has anybody heard of SRI, System of Rice Intensification, SCI,
Yes.
System of Crop Intensification? This is a massive global grassroots farmer movement that's not supported by any NGOs or any money. There's no fertilizer involved, there's no salesman involved, it's simply farmers speaking to each other in their own languages. It's dozens and dozens of countries across the world. SCI, System of Crop Intensification, System of Rice Intensification. Can you wait 1 second, Mark? Yes.
So Steve Solomon plants his tomato plants 5 to 6 feet apart,
Yeah.
and he gets great production.
Where's that book? Here it is. World Record Tomatoes. This guy had his tomato plants 5 feet on center. 4 plants,
System.
1,200 pounds, or 1,300 pounds. It's a picture book. He talks about saving his seed, getting the biggest seed, the transplanting, all the steps. So system of crop intensification is a really important concept here for you. Started in Madagascar with rice. I'll give you the abbreviated version, and I'll hopefully talk about it again next time. What happened was these guys started taking their rice seedlings, very short story. Historically, they had been taking 6-week-old rice seedlings and transplanting them in 3 per plug, basically, on 3 or 4 inch centers. And they moved to 2-week-old seedlings, planted 1 every foot. So dramatic decrease in plant population density and younger. What happens when a plant is in a seedling pot and it reaches out with its roots and hits the edge of the pot is it figures that's how much soil it's got, and it begins to define downward its yield potential from that moment, which generally happens around week 1.5. 2 weeks is when the roots actually reach the edge of the pot. Plants' growth is not regulated by time, it's regulated by nutrient availability. I have a long shtick I can go into on this one, but basically the average yield has increased between 200 and 400%. They also are not flooding the rice anymore, because flooding is a good way to get rid of weeds, but it's not very helpful when it comes to growing plants because there's no air in the soil. So dramatically increasing yield per acre, per hectare. This is being done all over the rice growing areas, from Morocco to Malaysia. It's really exciting. There's something called a tiller, which is the stem that holds the head of grain. And on average, usually rice will send up 1, maybe 2 tillers. They're getting rice plants with 100, 200, 500 tillers, like a tuft. The same plant, the same seed, given the space to manifest its full potential, produces way more than a bunch of plants jammed in way close together. It may be counterintuitive, so if you don't believe it, don't take my word for it, but just please experiment a little bit here and there. And I would also suggest that when your seedlings germinate, if you can, identify the ones that germinate first and have the best vigor, and experiment with them, giving them more space. Watch what the yield potential can be. I think most of us don't have a concept of what's possible. We don't give our plants enough space because we've never seen an eggplant get 4, 5, 6, 7 feet tall, right? Haven't seen it because you haven't given them the space.